But it's live. So.
Oh.
You ready? All right, hey, what's up, guys? Here we are. It's our first podcast day. We're here recording day before the finals. No, day of the finals. Sorry. And here we are at the 413 Loudmouths. Podcast is live. I'm Robert Handy.
Tyson Walters.
Yeah, we're here. We're gonna bring you some good sports, stuff.
Live and raw content. That's all we deal with.
You know, they don't call us the Loudmouths for no reason. They already know what it is.
Yeah.
But let's get on to the first subject. We're gonna talk about the Suns and the Bucks and the NBA Finals that's going down tonight.
Who needs to have the biggest game tonight and why?
Who needs to have the biggest game? Well, me personally, I think it's gonna be DeAndre Ayton. I mean, you got the big man. He kind of didn't have a great game last game. I mean, I'm not 100% certain, but I believe he scored about like 9 points, maybe something like 9, 11 points. And you know, Giannis was Giannis, and he wasn't very effective at really slowing him down too much. And they're gonna need a little bit more from him tonight if they want to get the win. I mean, it didn't help also that Chris Paul had a bad game. Well, I mean, not a bad game, but he had an off game. And Devin Booker was in foul trouble, as we've seen all night. But, I really believe it's DeAndre Ayton. He's the one who needs to really come in.
Ayton big. Me personally, I'm going as I think anybody would. Chris Middleton, for his inconsistencies, his up and down, his roller coaster. I believe he needs to have a good game tonight. Because it's in Phoenix, first of all. Go in Phoenix, take care of business. He has a big game. You're basically unbeatable. Go back to Milwaukee, close it up. I feel it's Chris Middleton, but I feel you on the DeAndre Ayton thing too, because he hasn't had a good game in a while.
Yeah, not really. I mean, like the first 2 games. I'm gonna say the first 2 games are probably his best 2 games, and ever since then it's been like not bad but not good. He's just been there. He needs to be an all-star. He needs to show why he's the 3rd big name on that team.
Like in the previous series, I feel it.
Yeah, like he's got to do it. And again with Chris Middleton, yeah, like he's definitely inconsistent, which is why it's funny sometimes when Booker and Middleton get the comparisons with Kobe. But I don't think people really get it too much, but I can see where they get it because I guess if you kind of look at it, Devin Booker kind of plays like a younger Kobe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely
He's definitely turning on the speed. He's quick with it. You know, he's trying to attack the rim at every opportunity. He's real aggressive. And Middleton's more like the older Kobe who just, when he's got it going, it just seems like, he can hit the shot whenever he wants. And the way that he's hitting the shots is the kind of shots that Kobe would use. Like, he's kind of backing them down, giving them the left-right shimmy, doing the turnaround with the little fadeaway, you know what I mean? And then sometimes he's turning around and he's driving, but not going all the way to the rim, but stopping and just kind of doing a little pull-up fadeaway. Like these are little things that, as he got older, that he started transitioning to. And I can kind of see how, like, he's got Kobe's old man game, so to speak. And Booker's got like the young Kobe, you know what I'm saying? Just raw.
Just more. Chris Middleton is a little bit more polished.
Yeah, it just seems like he's just more steady. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to mention that, like, and then we gotta bring up Chris Paul. I mean, last game wasn't the greatest, but I kind of give him a little leeway with the injuries. I think it was his left hand or left arm?
Yeah, left arm, I believe.
I think it was his left arm. That
was if I'm mistaken. Yeah, but that's a story. That's a story with Chris Paul, like, every year.
Injuries?
Not a series. Yeah, it's not a series where he doesn't get injured. That's why I'm pulling for him, but I want to see him win. Also want to see Giannis win too. But fortunately, they both can't win, so.
Hey, we gotta go where we go with.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You gotta pick a side.
Yeah, pick a side. Yeah,
but like the way I look at it, man, this is really Chris Paul's I don't want to say the last, but I kind of feel like you know, it's his last good chance to really like, as the elite point guard that he is at that too. Like, cause who's to say that he's gonna keep playing at the level that he's playing at? Like,
he can also get traded too at that.
I mean,
he can get traded to a contender. Yeah, maybe it won't be his last chance, but
I mean, technically he's on one.
I mean, yeah, with all the injuries that happen, you know.
I mean, yeah, that definitely helped pave the way, but I mean, it is what it is. It's how the NBA rolls. Like, there's a lot of years where people have been injured.
But you're right, though. This is like his last year.
I think so. Where I look at Giannis, I'm like, man, he ain't even. What is he? He's not even 28 yet. I don't even think.
What is he? 25?
Yeah, he's gonna be like
25. I want to go with 25.
I mean, like he's young. And most superstars, very few NBA superstars win young. And I don't think people appreciate that fact. Like, there's too many fans. Like, you know, I'm on social media, on Facebook and stuff, and you know, we interact a lot. And I just feel like they're like pressing too much. Like, yo, give him time to breathe. Like Zion just came in the league, and people are already like, ah, man, he needs to go to a better team. And you're like, yo, brother, he just got here.
Right. Build around him.
Build around. Let that team get some time to gel. This isn't it.
That's the LeBron James effect.
You know what I mean? Oh, man, here we go. You know, that's going to get some static later.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I just feel like, you know, you got to, like, give these teams and these players time to grow and develop, because like great players who are great young don't come around that often. And just because we've kind of been spoiled with a lot of them lately,
definitely,
you know, in these last decade or so, 20 years, like you can't.
You gotta give the Zions, the Trae Youngs, all of them. You gotta give them time. You know?
Yeah, like, do you realistically expect a point guard who just came into the league 2 years ago to actually win the NBA championship? You see these guys have been playing for 10, 12, 13, 15 years with no rings and greater or equal talent. It's not that easy. Like, these guys, it sounds like a trope, but niggas gotta wait their turn. You gotta wait their turn. You know what I'm saying? Most of these stars win between the ages of 28 to about 33. So
Jordan won his first at 28. So that tells you.
I mean, not everybody can beat Kobe or Magic and win at 21 or 19. You know, I mean, those guys are special. I mean, and even them, they won early, but they had to go through periods of their career where they didn't have rings. Like Kobe went through like a little 3-year period where after he won some rings, he was like with a crappy team, I'm just gonna say, and he did the best he could with it, but you know, it didn't go too far. They had to get rid of a couple of those players.
Right.
They made a nice little trade. A couple of the young players developed, and by 2000, you know, late 2007, everything was looking good again. I mean, it happens to the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Magic wasn't just winning rings all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was losing.
Somebody else.
Right.
Pass that torch.
It happens. So I'm just saying, you know, don't undervalue our young stars, man. Appreciate them for what they are right now. Leave the Tatums and the Zions and stuff alone. Let them grow. Stop putting. I mean, I get it. You're thirsty for that ring. You know, if you're a Celtics fan, you see Tatum, you see Brown, and they're good young players. But like, they haven't been around that long yet. Let them wait until they 28, 27 before you start getting like, oh, they need to win a ring. I mean, you waited like what, 12 years with Paul Pierce? Relax.
No offense. No offense, Celtics fans.
Just relax. I mean, it's all right. It happens. But getting back to Chris Paul, like we brought up the question before we started shooting about what is this gonna mean to his legacy? If you want to